If you're watching this, there's a good chance you're YouTubing personal development or perhaps how to start your own online business. You see, my wife and I were doing this some time ago, and it led us to an opportunity to start our very own online business. You're probably asking yourself a question, how did we get to this? Well, I want to ask you a question first. Do you ever feel like that you don't have enough time? You spend too much time at work, you spend too much time commuting, you're spending way too much time away from your family and your loved ones, your wife, your kids. You're not able to see your kids wake up in the morning or perhaps put them to bed at night. You're unable to teach them to kick a ball or ride a bike or take them to school, take them to the beach, you name it. You're missing out on all those things because you're spending so much precious time away from them. Well, we came to the realization that that was the life that we were living. So this is when things got interesting. I want to take you back about 2.5 years ago. We just moved interstate with our 2 young kids and a third on the way. It was a very exciting times, but very stressful times for us. I was sometimes working up to 84 hours per week plus the commute. The fatigue finally caught up with me and I had a major car accident. My 3-year-old son was in the back with me. When I regained consciousness after hitting the steering wheel, I turned around to see he wasn't there. My heart dropped. I just thought, where did he go? I got out of the car, looked around, couldn't see him anywhere. I walked around the front and I saw what a telegraph pole does to a car travelling at 80 kilometres per hour. Made a big mess of it. And I looked around and saw a bunch of people. Thankfully, one of the men was holding my son. So I went and picked him up, sat by the side of the car and started crying. I ended up in hospital for a couple of days. My son thankfully only ended up with a couple of bruises. They try to endeavour the reason for the accident. One word, fatigue.
So anyone that's watching this who has been through a similar traumatic experience, like Mark's just explained, would know that it's not something that you ever want to relive again. And what we came to realise after this wake-up call was that the cause of this was because of the highly stressful life that we're living. The way we looked at it was a choice to be living a life this way or to be taking some pressure off and start to live a bit more of a nice, relaxing lifestyle in order to better our health. So we decided to start looking into different ways to make an income because since I was a stay-at-home mother, since having kids, we were living off a single income source, and that was putting a lot of pressure on Mark to be the single income earner, and we had to find a way to reduce the possibility of something like this ever happening again. So we started studying, we started reading books, we started listening to audio books from really well-known authors like Tony Robbins, Eckhart Tolle and Robert Kiyosaki. And we started to understand that we needed to change our mindset into a growth-orientated mindset and to start to branch out and to look at different opportunities in order to take that control of our financial situation. And so we then came across an opportunity. We watched a video pretty similar to the one that you're watching right now, and we were introduced to an opportunity to start an online business. And so what we did was we clicked through and watched a 7-day video series which introduced us to how this was all going to happen and introduced us to our mentors, Stuart and Jay, who are 2 of the most amazing online entrepreneurs that we know. This training was amazing and it really opened our eyes to how we could do this for ourselves and how we could learn what we needed to know, change our mindset, learn how to set up a website, learn how to market online, learn how to virtually set up our very own business from scratch.
In this video, you'll see some links pop up. If you click on these links, it'll take you through to a landing page where you'll see a photo of Tammy and I. Now, if you put your name and email address in, you will sign up to our email list. Within our email list, we will send you a free, no obligation 7-day video series. If at the end of this, you don't feel like pursuing this, you think it's not for you, then that's absolutely fine. There's no issues at all. It's no obligation, it's free. Check it out. and you'll be introduced to our mentors, and from there you'll also get a pretty good rundown of what the program's about and what the potential is.
When we first signed up, I must admit I definitely was skeptical. I was worried that it wasn't something I could do, but it didn't take me long, and I pretty soon realized that no matter your tech skills, no matter how well you know your way around a computer, anyone can do this as long as you put the time in and want to learn what you need to know in order to get the results. So like Mark said, click the link in this video somewhere, and we really look forward to seeing you on the inside. Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.